From laughs to hallelujahs, Lulu Roman, Hee Haw star and gospel luminary, dies at 78. Dallas TX, April 23, 2025, by Southern Star News staff. Lulu Roman, the unforgettable face behind the laughter on the iconic variety show Hee Haw, and a radiant voice in gospel music, passed away Tuesday at the age of 78. A beacon of resilience, joy, and spiritual grace, her journey was anything but ordinary. And the world is a little quieter today without her light. Her family confirmed that she died peacefully in Dallas due to complications from congestive heart failure. Surrounded by loved ones, Roman's final words were simple yet powerful. "I'm ready to go home. Jesus is waiting, and I ain't scared." From the margins to the spotlight, Lulu Roman wasn't born into stardom. She fought her way into it. Born Bertha Louise Habel on May 6, 1946 in Dallas, Texas, she was abandoned at birth and grew up in a home for orphans. She battled health complications from a thyroid disorder, endured stigma due to her weight, and faced the kind of early trauma that leaves scars. But even as a child, Lulu had spark, a wild wit, a warm heart, and a laugh that could make a whole room lean in. That laugh would eventually take her to television history. When Hee Haw debuted in 1969, few expected it to become one of the most beloved American TV staples. A blend of country music, slapstick humor, and down-home charm, the show was unlike anything else on air. And at the center of it all was Lulu, loud, hilarious, and unapologetically herself. In an era obsessed with image, Roman was a revelation. She didn't fit the cookie-cutter mold of Hollywood, and that was exactly why audiences loved her. Week after week, she stole scenes alongside Roy Clark, Minnie Pearl, and Buck Owens. Her facial expressions alone could set off a chain of laughter across living rooms nationwide. But off-screen, the fame came with a heavy cost. The dark chapter. Roman struggled with addiction in the 1970s, ultimately facing arrest and time in jail. Her rising career was nearly derailed as she wrestled with drug use and depression. For a time, she disappeared from the limelight. But unlike many Hollywood tales, hers didn't end in tragedy. It turned toward triumph. A voice of faith. In the early 1980s, Roman had a spiritual awakening. She gave her life to Christ, got clean, and stepped into a new chapter. Not as a punchline, but as a voice for redemption. Lulu Roman became a staple in the gospel music world, releasing over a dozen albums filled with songs about hope, deliverance, and God's unyielding love. Her 2013 album, At Last, earned critical acclaim, featuring duets with legends like Dolly Parton and T. Graham Brown. Her voice, raw, soulful, and seasoned by life, moved listeners deeply. She didn't just sing about salvation, she lived it. More than a performer, Roman never stopped performing. She sang at churches, conferences, prisons, and recovery centers. She also published a cookbook memoir hybrid, Kitchen Comforts, mixing her signature humor with Southern recipes and life advice. She never denied her past. In fact, she owned it. In interviews, Roman often said her pain had a purpose. "God didn't just save me," she once told CBN. "He gave me a reason to go back and get others." Roman's health declined in recent years. Though she reduced public appearances, she remained a spiritual matriarch to many in the gospel and country community. On April 23, 2025, surrounded by her family in a quiet Dallas home, Lulu Roman peacefully passed from this life. Her son Justin shared her last words publicly, saying, "She faced death the way she faced life, full of courage, laughter, and love." Pouring fans and friends flooded social media with memories and condolences. Comedian and Hee Haw co-star Misty Rowe posted, "She made the world laugh louder and love deeper. She was my sister in spirit and my hero." Gospel singer Karen Peck said, "Lulu Roman's testimony brought people to Christ. She didn't perform, she ministered." And a viral fan tribute summed it up best. "She came from nothing. She became everything. Thank you, Lulu." A legacy that outlives the laughter. Lulu Roman's story is one of divine irony, a comedian who made us cry with her songs, a troubled soul who brought peace to others, a TV star who found her biggest stage in small churches and recovery halls. She taught us that no one is ever too far gone, that joy is a weapon, and that the loudest laughs often come from the deepest wounds. Final honors. A public memorial service is planned for May 12th in Dallas, where fans are invited to gather in song and celebration. Her family has requested that in lieu of flowers, donations be made to local recovery ministries in Lulu's name. She is survived by her son, grandchildren, and a legacy that stretches from Saturday night reruns to Sunday morning gospel. Lulu Roman, the woman who lit up the screen and lifted broken spirits with her voice, may be gone, but her impact is eternal. Rest easy, Lulu. The Angels just gained a headliner.